Howdy folks, Darknap's dad here. Today I'll be taking Bellona here into this ranked joust along with Dirtnap Dan here as Apollo and our buddy Yuki as Toth, going up against a Kali, a Giannis, and an Almozen Cobb. So I've been working with Bellona a little bit here as of late. I've been working a lot more with her on the conquest side of things, and well, that kind of got spurred after a series of getting her in assault a few times. So decided, well, hey, why not carry it here over to another mode into the ranked joust, and just kind of felt like I was the last pick, and I just kind of felt like this was a good solid counter to what they did. Just kind of felt like, yeah, with what they got, I think I can do all right with what I got. So that was the whole thought process. So that's what we're going with. Plus, I wanted to, shake it up and do, somebody new, in this mode. I didn't kind of felt stale like I was always doing a Guan Yu or an Odin and so forth. And while I like those guys and I'm still, perfecting their craft, still got to broaden your experiences. I mean, it's Smite after all. There's what? 90 plus gods now, so you got to know how they all work and whatnot to increase your level of play. So yeah, let's have at it. So first thing is, we're checking out to see that they are heavily invested here in looking at the damage camp, and it's like, can we sneak the minis? And I'm just like, yeah, it looks like we might be able to there. You know what? Let's just take a nice solid hit here on if they want to engage a little bit, but be careful about it. Use the wall there for a little bit of protection, and then go ahead and overextend a little bit. But that's because, well, you're Bellona. You can do that a little bit, as long as you're careful. All right, but out to lane, and looking at the battlefield here, kind of even all around here. I'm lower health, but the Kali's right along with me as I thankfully just narrowly dodged that Giannis hole that I'm ever so prone to fall into. And I'm looking at some juicy targets up here and can't quite, can I get to them? Not quite. Yeah. Like I said, quite prone to falling in Giannis holes. Alright, so yeah, it's time to back up a little bit from that. Yeah, I'm a little bruised up. So in hindsight here, I'm looking at early like, yeah, well, I don't know why I skipped the starter item. Went right for the defense boots actually. I was just figuring slightly tighter quarters, and so forth, and went that route. All right. Looking back at it, I think I'd rather have a death toll in there for that health sustain. I don't know. Having the full defense boots it was kind of nice there, and I feel like I could get in and mix it up and kind of be Bellona a little bit earlier in the game than she can maybe normally do that here. She only had the death toll. That's a interesting question. Would it have been better to have the defenses or better to have the sustain? I honestly don't know that answer, so any help on that would be greatly appreciated. So we get the lane cleared up, and then just get in here, try to start working in the buff rotation, which we kind of got off to a rough start on with this match here. We got Toast to level 5, and that is it so far. I'm getting close. Maybe after this wave, we're getting close to it. Yep, there we go. Now we got into level 5, and they got their Giannis in as well, and I believe that Apollo will be along here shortly with it all. But, again, we're in this early stage here of all the buffs are cleared, and, it's just time to kind of wait and do minions and wait for the right time to poke. Their Kali has definitely been playing kind of the let me get off to the side and kind of disappear, stay out of mind, out of sight, out of mind type trick. So I'm trying to definitely pay closer attention to where I seen her last. I know that she's hiding back here, so I wanted to kind of go back and kind of like, hey, I know you're here. I don't know. Like, yeah, I know you're back here. I know you're standing right over here. Gotta let you know that. I'm not just gonna let you jump in for free over here on this side. So that is my plan here, and what I am trying to actively do is just kind of keep her zoned off to that side, allow my guys to be free and clear here on the left side. You know, I just figure I have a good opportunity to kind of, you know, zone her off with that. Oh, there's a nice alt in to try to save my bacon. Sets up the Giannis death off the Toth alt. And I'm going to have just enough health to skedaddle back here to tower and say, you know what? It's about time I go by. They're down a guy, and Apollo is right here behind me. So good time here. What are we going to go back in here? We're going to work on our breastplate here and come back in. Are we going to look at a potion or two here? Yeah, we are. We're going to pick up the health and the mix pot here as well. So been doing that a little bit more when I'm found myself where I'd like to have some mana regen, but not necessarily need a lot of it. And been finding a better groove with that later, and then just getting the extra health off it has definitely worked, you know, I think to a good advantage here. So, you know, all right, looks like we have damage camped down, so we definitely want to try to fight our way back in and get that picked up here. As one of the reasons I picked up Bellona here was when they had picked the Kali, I wanted my one to help counter her upfront multi fast-paced attacky speed of Doom. You know, and yeah, so far I think that's worked out pretty well when I've been able to get up here. Here my team's up ahead of me, but you know, don't think they're in too much danger with those low house there. There's definitely a temptation to want to go ahead and, you know, jump back there and you know, alt them on the tower dive, but you know, that'd be a little bit reckless. Maybe in a casual for fun joust, but you know, not this time around. Alright, so got things cleared up out here, and it's definitely time to start thinking about buffs. So Dan was going to go do the mana buff here, and well, I thought I was going to go back along as well, but you know, I decided to just stand out in lane and dilly-dally. I don't know. As often as I know, oh, you know what? He was behind in level. That's what it was. I wanted him to get the farm, so I was staying away from it so he could just get the experience. There it was. I knew there was a rhyme to that reason, and I could get back to it. So he had fallen a little bit behind in level, and we were just using that as an opportunity for him to go ahead and, you know, catch up a little bit. So I'm going to head back here, finish off breastplate. And what else are we going to start here? So decided to get 2 wards because, yeah, definitely need to have some wards now. We're starting to get into that mid-tier game where, you know, you got to start keeping a better eye on things and so forth. And, well, having them on me helps me remember to use them. And, well, wards win games. So, you know, it all comes down to knowledge is power, right? The more we know where, you know, she's off hiding to the side. Yep, or, you know, she hiding back over here on this other side. You know, it just got to, when you know that, you can do some things. And matter of fact, I believe there's some good example of that coming up here in the near future. Pretty sure that we're going to get to point that out. Can we get in? She uses her alt to get away, and oh, I'm just like, I want to go further, but yeah, I would have died so quickly. So, yep. Gonna have to peel back off there and just let them have to run back to base. Meanwhile, I'm gonna, whoa, yeah, I seen that coming. That's why I stopped and ported back the fountain from right where I did instead of running back. You know, sure, a likely story, but that's what I'm sticking with. So we come back in here, get our build on, get mainly healed up, so we can get back out here. Level-wise, overall, still a pretty even game here. 8 minutes in all but here, and a grand total of 1 kill so far by Team Dirtnap, giving out the Dirtnap here first. Always got to appreciate that. So, you know, I'm just going to, you know what? Oh, damn, our minions went out that fast. Oh, yeah, Muzen Cobb, yeah, he can pretty much, you know, one-shot this minion waves pretty darn quick. So, all right. Yeah, let's rethink that strategy. Thought if he wasn't going to pay attention to me, I'd get in to swing at the tower a few times. But, yeah, no, not quite worth that. So, all right, so we're going to pull back out here, trying again, pull them here out into the mid where we can get, a more, fair fight. No towers involved. Try to keep the bee's nest or the hives down here as well because, well, don't need them hopping about. We see Kali hopping back here because we've got the wards up, so we have good eyes on her a little bit. Like I said, keeping the hold of where they're at lets me know where I need to be positioned, and, we got to do our stuff, right? So just trying to kind of, play that front line. I'm here to I could jump in at any moment, but I haven't quite jumped in yet. Just kind of being patient, letting my team get the poke and just kind of keeping them at bay. I always seem to get hit by that thing. I wish, I gotta work on that. I know that you can get that timing down, and I think I get kissed by the end of that thing every time. Like, oh man, thought I had it that time. Here I'm just like, hey, Kali, hey, Yuki, you see that over here? Watch this. We're gonna, yeah, there it is. She's standing right over here. Yep, see right there. You see her? I'm just going to go out and look at her so you can see where she's at. That is basically what was going on right there. As again, I soak up a little bit of the damage from Giannis for that. But again, here now Dan's out and gets eyes on her. And look at Dude's going at her again and all but picks her off. Sends her squirming back home with just a few measly hit points left. So definitely thought that was funny. It's like, hey, look, I get the whole get off to the side and be the sneaky assassin thing, but there's this part about it where you got to be sneaky. So need to work on. Need to realize that we were getting line of sight on you not only from the ward but also from just players coming out a little bit into lane and being able to see you. So it's just something that we got to keep in mind. Hey, we're all working on getting better at this. Not many of us are, at the top of the league, and even those at the top of the league are still striving for better and better perfection of the game. It's a skill, it's a craft, it's an art, but let's all enjoy it and have some fun as we go along. And it doesn't always have to be so salty, which is, I get it because it's a passionate game. And when we were playing these ranked games here, it was a tougher night for us, and there was getting a little salty at times and whatnot, but look, it's going to happen. You can't win them all. You gotta, there's times where you're just going to be outplayed, and there's going to be times where, hey, that happens a few times in a row on top of that, and where just the plays aren't there, you're slightly off for this or that, and there it goes. As you see here, we had to go in and secure that damage buff. Can we get out the Giannis? Sure we can. All right, can we get back to that Kali? I'm just going to go take a stab at it. Yeah, I haven't been training that one up, so yeah, not going to get the kill, but we are going to interrupt the back, which just gives us more time, and, well, gives Toth an opportunity to do that. Oh, look at that. Make her burn her all, and still picks her up after the fact. As Dan over here at just a sliver of health picks up our backside, and it's like, all right, well, you know what? Well, are we going? What are we doing? Oop. Hey, so the precise thing was Yuki saying, hey, watch out for the Giannis ult. I'm like, ooh. And I dodged around to the side of it and turned around just to see it hit him. I'm like, I didn't think I needed to warn you about it. Oh, yeah, that was a funny one. So, it's always fun to take those pot shots there as Giannis. And just, you kind of have an idea where they might be and whatnot. And you just kind of, or I can get a good chunk of the map in at this right angle. Hey, high five, have at it, I've seen a lot of great ones. You know what? I always appreciate them, even when they're on our side. Boy, I really felt bad for her there. I mean, the aggression came. Her teammates were not there with her, and boy, we just melted her down. And now we're going to turn in. I'm like, just a wee bit hurt with that. As the Toth ult comes in, though, it's giving me some separation, allowing me to fall back, drink up on the health chalice, and watch my team clean things up here. And that finishes off the trio of them, as Kali just coming back from her previous death. And I don't know, I'm starting to think maybe there was some discombobulation there on the other enemy team there right at the end. Not sure what that was there, but Dan's already working on the Bull Demon, and well, just so he couldn't say he did it all on his own, the old man's going to come back here and just take a swing or two and say, hey, there, I helped. Us old men, we gotta do what we gotta do. Meanwhile, though, Yuki was taking down the tower so that the Bull Demon kill here would go right to the Phoenix. Now, I will say, as I alt in here to the blue buff, stealing it from the Giannis, that even though they're down a person, I have learned in my time in Smite that generally means you're going to win the game. However, doesn't always. Sometimes that's like cutting the dead weight, and all right, now the enemy team doesn't have someone feeding, so let's go ahead get down to business here and take care of it. So you always got to be careful, and I mean, Amuz and Cobb and Giannis are both, nobody to laugh off easily. You gotta pay attention to both of them. I mean, Amuzin's got plenty enough clear already. Looks like Toast just shaves his nose hairs with that. Apollo's diving in with his ult, and oh lord, he's a little bit ahead of us, but can he stay alive? Sure he can. No, he can't, as the Giannis ult comes in from across the map, snuffing out poor Dirtnap Dan. But hey, you know what? We'll just work on this Phoenix here and make sure we get this down. I don't know what the heck I was doing there. It was almost like I was acting like the Phoenix was up for a second. Which, you know what? I've done that before. I'll probably do that again. It's down to the Bull Demon kill, and I'm like, oh shoot, last minion's dying or something like that. Or, oh, I'm going to hit a guy. Or, yeah, it's down. So, we probably should have just gone ahead and pushed in here and gone for the victory. But again, it was one of those things where, you know what? Let's just go ahead and make sure we're doing, getting some sort of buy-in here. So I figure, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and take the health, finish an item, and whatnot. It still affects the enemy team to some extent. And, if we're going to be fighting them, at their Titan, that affects them going back into healing in their own fountain too. So, I'm like, yeah, let's go ahead and go with Pestilence. See if we can't just get this wrapped up here. So we got Giannis on the backside. We got Muzin up front. Let's go ahead and all in. Can we just quick take down the Giannis? Yep, there he goes. All right, so now we're going to just be able to, walk in and take this out. I'm like, do we need minions? Because I don't know how tanky I am. It's kind of early still. I'm like, you know what? Amuzin is just going to go ahead and take him down, right? Anyway, so we got a shell. Sure, let's go ahead and just do this. You focus on Amuzin. All right, there we go. And we take them down. Unfortunately, they had whatever going on their side with the Kali. That's the first time I seen what appeared to be a rage quit during a ranked game here, I think. At least I was surprised by it. It was definitely not expected from my side here. So let's go ahead and zip forward here a little bit. We don't need to wait for that loading screen here. All right, so there you go. Not too much there on the stats side, but let's take a look here at the final stats as Yuki led the way here with 11.5 in player damage. Over 10k damage mitigated on my half here, and a solid all-around performance from Mr. Dirtnap Dan. And hey, hats off to the other team here. Everybody, they were doing their thing. Kali was trying to do the assassin thing and just wasn't quite getting the coordination with her team that she needed. And that's hard playing assassin on the 3-man teams, I guess, especially when you don't have a tank or somebody up on the front line. So, but you got, hey, it's what you got. Make something work. Go with it. You got the clear from AMC. Use that to push forward, giving your assassin some time to come in and to just go hog wild with things. Have some fun with it. It's better than losing and getting upset. At least lose and have fun. At least you get something positive out of it. So hey, before we go here, hey, hit that subscribe button, all that good stuff, give the video a like here, and, give me some comments, tell me what I did right, what I did wrong. I'm always looking to improve my game. I've been loving the help and support that I've been getting here from you guys, and I feel like I'm starting to kind of bring some more pieces of the puzzle together and starting to work it a little bit more here. And hey, it's just, you got to do it and got to do it and got to do it and work at it and work at it and work at it here, and build the skill. And, takes time, but if you keep at it, you can do it. So, hey, if I can do it, you can do it, right, man? I'm 41 years old and having at this. So, hey, have fun, man. And, when it comes to dirt naps, you got to give them before you take them. Peace out, folks.